What is up, everybody? Circon here, bringing you guys another video. I was just looking at tanks.gg, and I remember that the super testers are getting some new scout tanks to look at, and they're actually up here as well. These are the super test tanks that we can't take a look at ourselves, but people are playing these on, I think, the Russian server on the super test account, things like that. And it has me a little bit excited because it's bringing one of my old favorites back. Now, these are all premium tanks, which is a little bit shitty, because like we had the Aufklärungspanzer at tier 7, and it was part of the tech tree, and it got taken away. So, you know, it's a bit shitty, right? But I am personally really excited to have new scout tanks, because I freaking love scout tanks, and I've free marked 80+% of them by now. And, you know, at tier 8 matchmaking is fucked. But scouts have the least issues, maybe TDs. It's mostly mediums and heavies that get supremely fucked. So this tank is looking quite good, like 60 top speed, power to weight. We're still pretty damn heavy, so we can actually ram things, and that's what this tank was all about back in the day. It's that you could ram other scouts and lightly armored vehicles, because your frontal is 85. But if you take a look at the 3D model, it leads to about 140, which counts towards ramming damage. And yeah, we can just ram all the things. Also, interestingly enough, it doesn't seem to have any premium ammo. It has 221 base spend, 165 damage with APCR, and it has an HE shell that you're probably never going to use, you know, sparingly against RT, I guess. I'm not too sure if I can see how many shells we can have. 75. I mean, I guess you'll load, I don't know, 5 HE or something. But that's an interesting move. I wonder if that's going to stay the same. But it is looking quite decent with the good top speed and everything. It also has -10 gun depression. Now you might be wondering, how in this universe are we going to get -10? It doesn't, actually. As far as I can tell, this is -7 degrees in the front. But it has this little E50 thing that the E50 used to have. I don't think it does anymore. Where to the sides, let me take a look here, it gets that -10, which is really nice for peeking corner, you know, the hills and corners and stuff like that. So you can actually, it's the same on the RU. That also gets a lot more gun depression on the side. Obviously, it's still big as a house, so the camo is probably not going to live up to it too much. But by God, we can ram things again. It's looking pretty good. And like I said, it's interesting that it has no premium ammo. But if we buff it all the way up with Brothers in Arms, let's go with the chocolate. Obviously, I'm not sure if it had third stabs at tier 7. I don't think it actually did. But let's add that as well. Put the camo in there, put the recon in there, situational awareness. And we'll probably get clutch braking and save storage. Not that really matters. So ammo health doesn't actually do too much. But we get to 2500 DPM, which is, you know, decent. 1.35 aiming time, which is super sexy with a third stab. Dispersion, 0.27 is pretty damn nice as well. Hopefully the soft stats are not fucking it too much, because the weaponry stats actually are looking quite decent. Trank defers of 51 as well. It just looks like, you know, obviously it's a tier higher than it used to be. So, you know, gun-wise, kind of lacking, you know, 165, but an interesting little needle gun. And I'm just looking forward to ramming other scouts. I'm looking forward to being top tier and ramming tier 6s, for crying out loud. I think that might be really fun. I really hope we get to play these things sooner rather than later. But for now, there's nothing up yet. There's no Rural Tanks replays. Anything of the sort is up there. And unfortunately, even though I played it and even got, I think, 1 gun mark on it, it got removed from the tech tree, and I don't have a single video on it on my YouTube site, unfortunately. Anyway, quite looking forward to this. One of my all-time favorite. Hopefully they're not going to sell it for like 40 bucks, but for like 20 to 25, hopefully they're not going to go over that. It would be really interesting. So the other one I wanted to look at, there's actually 2 from the new public test, is the ELC Even 90. Now this is going to be one weird ass all hell tank. It is small. And by small, I mean it is small. Oh my God, look at this thing. Visual, let's take a look. It is the same size as the regular ELC. It just has a different turret on it. So it's tiny as hell, and it is tier 8. Now, what do we get for this? 70 top speed, really fucking good, right? Absolutely no armor. ELC is to be expected. 380 view range, actually kind of lacking, but it has probably really insane camouflage, right? Then the DPM is 1340. 200 damage, 175 base pen. It's a 90mm gun. This does have premium ammo with 215 pen and 45 pen, 270 HE, but you're never gonna use it. And as far as I can see, it is also an autoloader. It's a free shot clip, 25-second reload. Between shots, it's 2.3 seconds. The same as the aiming time with 36 dispersion. So this is gonna be one weird ass all hell tank. The DPM obviously really, really low. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, and that's gonna take you 4.6 seconds, right? And then you can do 3 times 220 damage is 660, right? And then you have to reload for 25 seconds. So this is going to be like a weird assassin kind of tank, and completely different from the Aufklärungs. And you know, is it good? Like, I don't know. I really have to play this before judging any of this. The weaponry seems really weak, but it does have the clip, and it's fast as heck. Less diverse than the Aufklärungs that we take a look at, I think. 70 top speed though. It also depends on how well it handles the, you know, the tank resistance, stuff like that. 10 degrees of, or 9 degrees of gun depression all across, which is nice. Look at this thing. It looks insanely cool, I think. And you have to remember, this thing is so small. It's going to be so hard to hit. Absolutely no armor though. HE is going to pen you all day, every day, on every angle, any day of the week, even on Sundays. It's going to be insane. So I'm quite looking forward to this, because we have nothing like it. We really don't. The tier 8 Batchet 12T, it doesn't even come close to this tank in how weird it is. So another tank I'm really looking forward to, right? That's going to be really, really interesting, I think. Now there's another one, the T92. I don't think this was given to super testers. The reason for this is that I've seen so many different variations of the T92 on the super test everywhere, on news blogs, stuff like this. But I think the T44 lightweight got added as well to the people of the super test. So let's take a look at those stats. I don't want to compare them. I just want to take a look at those stats real quick. Obviously, you're familiar with the T54 lightweight, and now it's the T44 lightweight. So what do we get? At first glance, 68 top speed. Good traverse, 52. Holy shit. Terrain resistance, 5 degrees gun depression, which is obviously awkward. 90 hull armor and 120 turret. Let's take a look at that real quick. Tier 8, 150. 128. Turret's actually really pretty good, I'd say. I want to say really good, but it's a little bit ugly. You might get some bounces off. You have to remember that you can be top tier now as well. So armor wise, how does it look actually? Yeah, quite cool, quite cool. I quite like the look of this. The turret's also nicely mounted, you know, in front of everything, which is nice. What do we get for this? 1900 DPM, 180 damage, 170 pen, almost 6-second reload time, and we do have APCR with 210 millimeters of pen and 180 alpha still, of course. Dispersion is like whatever. Aiming time seems really nice, and then on the move and everything seems pretty dope as well. 380 view range, however, is pretty low. Let's see what we can do. Put all the shenanigans on there. We definitely need optics. We need recon. We need situational awareness, 445, so you can do it without food, which is, you know, it's decent. You can run first steps, obviously, and ventilation, maybe, if you want to go that way with full view range beams. Like, you could do rammer for vents, for example, to get more view range. You could do that, but let's be real, most people are going to run it like this. And you're looking at a pretty damn decent tank, nice all-rounder. And I think you can have a lot of fun with this as long as you're top tier, really, with the gun. And if you're not top tier, you can still do some healthy amount of spotting, probably. This is the least interesting one to me, because it's literally just a D54, you know, lightweight. It says it in the name, right? It's gotta be probably one of the more reliable ones. But I'm truly looking forward to all the weird gimmicky tanks like the ELC and the Aufklärungspanzer Panther myself. Anyway, little preview here. Hopefully you guys enjoy these kinds of videos. If you do, let me know, and if you don't, let me know as well. I'm really looking for feedback here, because these videos, I find them pretty fun to make. I like to kind of speculate on these things, and you know, kind of get the first impressions. And like I said, it's nice to just talk about on one of my off days, and I can just upload it during the week or something like that. So I'm really looking for your input here. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe check out some more of my videos, and as soon as I can play these things, I'll have some replays up on YouTube as well, but currently I do not have any of that, so hopefully we'll get some test account or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to these. I really want to play that French tank. I really want to play the Aufklärungs. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.